Cameron, you're in a unique situation there where you're able to stripe across all these different environments, see it from a multi-agency perspective. What are you seeing out there?
Yeah, Luke, thank you and good afternoon. And what a great esteemed panel. I tell you, these things are always humbling a bit, Luke. There's a couple of key trends we're seeing that are weaving through this data strategy, data management conversation. First and foremost, the first theme we're seeing is visualization of data. We're finding, Luke, that in the modern age, it's kind of fascinating. And I know you know this, my friend, from running one of the largest civilian agencies out there from a CIO perspective. Spreadsheets aren't going to cut it anymore as we move forward, right? Getting data into data cubes and spreadsheets and the synthesis that we used to use of old, we really have to shift into a more visual context. And what I'm seeing is an intersection of data analytics and augmented or extended reality or even virtual reality so that we can actually live and extract the data. To Ramesh's point and Eileen's point, because let me tell you, Air Force has really leaned forward in some brilliant ways with their data strategy with Eileen at the helm. But when they look at visualizing the data and you now have data, information, and context to create situational awareness, that's really critical. The second key trend we're seeing is called data streaming or the data stream. You know, we talk a lot about data in different states, and we talk about data at rest, data in motion, and then we talk about the analytic dimensions in predictive or reactionary types of analytics. What I'm seeing is this data stream philosophy beginning to emerge. And what that is, Luke, is you think of the emergence of like a Google. I can search for what I want, how I want, when I want. It begins to bring together these different disparate data sources. And as I continue to refine my search, that data stream is getting more refined against the questions that I'm asking. And for Ramesh and the rest, and Eileen, we know, if you're looking at an intelligence mission, the key is ask 1,000 bad questions to get to that one really good question and answer to find that needle in the haystack of needles, so to speak. Yeah. And then the last thing we're seeing shape up is this federated nature of data. No longer can we be the vacuum of data around the world. If I talk to my friends at Fort Meade, it's kind of striking. We're rounding out on a yottabyte of storage being deployed and yottabyte of data being provisioned. That is extraordinary when you think that every human being is now carrying almost 3.2 smart devices on the planet. Everyone's a data creator. So rethinking what we collect and when we collect it, but leaving data in its current state. And to Ramesh's point and Sanjay's point, it's the sovereignty and integrity of the information. So those are the real three things that we're seeing emerge across all agencies.
Great perspective across the ecosystem there, but you dropped yottabyte on us to the audience, so you're going to have to tell us what is yottabyte for those that might not know.
It is literally the current largest measure unit of storage that we have that exists in the English language.
Wow.
So think of it as over a million petabytes. Wow. Or exabytes, excuse me. It's pretty extraordinary, Luke. It's one of these things. It took a cocktail at the bar in about an hour to really round out exactly to comprehend as a human being just how much data that is. I mean, we're talking, if you were to start building a storage farm, that would be football fields in length. Picture building football fields from the East Coast into the Midwest.